Time for our cover stories, and you know, we have such different phones today that we've got a group of testers, or I'll say at least for the first story, we've got a group of abusers. Now at MWC, the Motorola Defy Mini and the XT, those are the two that we are reviewing today, were showcased, but were showcased in a very different way. In fact, just to show you what we did, I'm going to start this story by showing you what I did there. And then whatever I did to these phones there, and believe me, that is abusing a phone. We're going to get these testers to do it right here. And then they'll tell us what they think of these phones. Let's get started. The Motorola Mini and the XT, both from the Defy series.
Pay attention because the first one's about to come up. Can your phone do this? I'm putting more sand on this phone than your holiday in the next 10 times you're at a beach. That is a lot of sand. Can your phone withstand this? Let's move on. I'm going to put more coins, throw more coins on this phone than the next 10 years of your phone being in your pocket. Watch this. They're all going to be hitting the screen, and they're hitting the screen again and again. Let's do it a little slowly, as many times as we want. No scratches. Question number 3. Can your phone take this kind of a washing? More water on your phone than maybe the 10 times you were swimming the next time. And the phone keeps working and working and working.
This is the battle of man versus machine, testers versus mobile, human destruction versus device solidity. Who will win the battle is about to begin. On one side, the human team consists of they are here to take on the might of the machine. The mobile phone team is represented by Motorola Defy Mini, a 3.2-incher. It packs some moderate pixel resolution and has a Corning glass coating for protection. It has a 3.15 MP rear camera and a VGA front camera and runs on an average 600 MHz processor. Memory is expandable to 32 GB and the phone operates on Android 2.3 OS. This one is for all the adventure-loving folks out there. It's dust, water and scratch resistant. The Moto Defy XT is the successor of Defy Plus. It's bigger and better. Defy XT is a 3.7-incher with 480 into 854p resolution. It comes with a 5MP camera with flash and a VGA front camera. The 3G device too runs on Android 2.3 OS but is powered by 1 GHz processor. Like the Mini, this too is rugged and it's waterproof, dustproof and comes with all connectivity options. XT is priced at 16,000 rupees. Now it's time to begin the action. Quick thoughts.
I think the Motorola Defy series is a pretty decent lineup of phones for somebody who requires a very rugged device. It's something which can take a lot of beating, and being waterproof is definitely an advantage, especially during these days in the monsoons.
So the Defy series is generally a very rugged series. It has some safety features for the consumers, but these phones are a bit bulky and they don't have the best hardware specs.
The Defy series are a good set of rugged phones from Motorola, designed to defy the elements of water, dust resistant. So a good range of phones for the youth who are really active. They tend to drop their phones, throw them around, and they still survive. So overall, good phones.
Did you defeat the phone or the phone defeated you?
So as you can see, the Motorola Defy is working just fine. So we just did the waterproof test for the Motorola Defy, and as you can see, it's working absolutely fine.
Now I'm trying to turn on this phone and I'm pressing this button and the phone is not turning on. I guess this one is working. The touch response is slightly fuzzy, but that's because of the water. Once it dries out, then it should work. So I guess this one has defeated me.
So under the running tab, it seems to be working just great.
It's a task to have great looks being tough, as one can't compromise on layers and build. But the Defy phones do manage to show off decent looks. But what's the truth? Are tough phones no longer ugly phones?
There are some limitations because to make a phone waterproof and rugged, they need to add extra layers of protection in terms of plastic or magnesium alloy, whatever is being used. And because of that, there are some limitations as to how pretty they can make the phone.
Tough phones have come a long way from the beginning when they started off. So they've started to look really nice, especially the new range of phones. So they look good. They're no longer ugly phones according to me.
While we think every phone should be indestructible and at the same time be as beautiful as the rest, we asked the testers if all phones should now have all tough features built in.
Well, I would love to see all phones being as strong as the Defy XT. I don't really see that happening in the short time duration, because while we see that with addition of features like Gorilla Glass and using stronger materials like magnesium alloy in phones is making them stronger, but these are built to a very specific specification to survive a lot more, and bringing that to a consumer grade phone is probably not something which is going to happen very soon.
Tough features are appreciated. The build quality should be better, but that does not mean that these phones should be indestructible.
Most phones need to have basic resistance to the elements. They don't essentially need to be tough phones, but they need to have basic resistance. So if they can be made tough, why not?
Cell Guru verdict: the Moto Defy phones are strong with great looks, a complete package, tough and solid, but they haven't achieved super rugged perfection just yet.